air throbs with grief. A sea of black surges through the streets, echoing with cries of Ya Hussain. This is Karbala, Iraq, on the day of Ashura, the 10th of Muharram. It is a day etched in blood and sorrow, a day commemorating the martyrdom of Imam Hussain, alayhi salam, grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The very sand remembers the tragedy. It whispers tales of unimaginable courage and heart-wrenching loss. The story of Karbala is not just a historical event. It is a living narrative of faith, sacrifice, and the eternal battle against injustice. It is a story that transcends time and geography, resonating deeply with millions across the world. This is a story that needs to be told again and again to remember, to reflect, and to learn. Born into the very heart of Islam, Hussain ibn Ali was more than just the Prophet's grandson. He was a beacon of his grandfather's teachings, embodying compassion, generosity, and an unwavering commitment to justice. Raised under the loving guidance of the Prophet and his daughter Fatima, Hussain was the epitome of humility and piety. The year is 680 CE. The Islamic world is in turmoil. Muawiyah has died. His son, Yazid I, is named successor, causing disarray. Yazid's rule contrasts sharply with the Prophet's. Known for his lavish lifestyle, his claim was seen as illegitimate. Hussain and his followers believed in merit-based leadership. This conflict would culminate in the desolate plains of Karbala. A journey of hope, a path of betrayal. News of Yazid's transgression reached Kufa. Its people sent letters to Hussain, pleading for him to come and lead them. They pledged their allegiance, promising support against Yazid's tyranny. Hussain felt compelled to respond. Little did he know that treachery awaited him in Kufa. Karbala, where the desert drinks tears. The landscape of Karbala is one of stark beauty, a vast expanse of desert stretching as far as the eye can see. It is a place where the silence is broken only by the whisper of the wind and the occasional cry of a bird. Upon reaching Karbala, Hussain and his followers were met not by welcoming arms, but by a massive army dispatched by Yazid. The promise of support from Kufa had been a cruel illusion, orchestrated by Yazid's cunning governor. Hussain found himself trapped, his small band of followers hopelessly outnumbered. The vastness of the desert seemed to amplify their isolation, the silence heavy with the premonition of tragedy. Yet, even in the face of insurmountable odds, Hussain refused to yield to Yazid's demands. He chose to make a stand, not for power or personal gain, but for principles, for justice, for the very soul of Islam. Section 6. The day the heavens wept. The 10th of Muharram arrived like a fiery sword, cleaving time in two. The sun rose on a scene of unimaginable tragedy. The small band of Hussein's followers, less than 100, stood defiant against Yazid's army of thousands. For 10 long days, they had held out, their unwavering faith their only shield against the relentless onslaught. They fought with the courage of those who had already embraced their fate, their love for Hussain fueling their every blow. One by one, they fell, martyrs to a cause greater than themselves. The sand ran red with the blood of the faithful, staining the earth with the memory of their sacrifice. The air was thick with the stench of death and the raw agony of loss. The heavens themselves seemed to weep, as if mourning the tragedy unfolding below.